not to make his lunch.
Oh, okay.
They told me not to fold his laundry.
They said that?
They told me not to pay for dates.
Okay.
Take me through there. Take me through there.
Okay, what's going on with all my money motivated stars? Now y'all know I wouldn't be me if I didn't talk about this. Cause I would. It's kind of an old, well, not that old topic. I think this story came out like a week ago, a couple days ago, and it's been going viral. And from that little clip I showed y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all can see why. Because the times we living in. So if y'all didn't really hear what she said clearly, she was like, she was showing her wedding ring or engagement ring, and she was basically saying like, they told me not to pack his lunch. They told me not to fold his clothes. They told me not to pay for dates. You feel what I'm saying? And women went crazy. You know what I'm saying? These certain type of women. You feel what I'm saying? The ones who always, they default programming when they see stuff like this is to yell, pick me. So I'm gonna talk about it, man. And I ain't gonna give it a long, drawn out video like I normally do. I'm just gonna talk about it because I done had conversations like this with y'all before. It's okay to watch a video. If you're a woman, it's okay to watch a video like that and to be, not disgusted, but be like, well, I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? By any means, if that's how you had to get your dude, you know what I'm saying? Peace be with you. Those type of women I respect. But it becomes a weird obsession when it comes down to this situation like this, and you have other women getting online making videos about it, outraged in the comment section. Why are you so? You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna break it down why they're so obsessed, even though they're not gonna want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about the women who, like I said, the women who watch me and all that. I know y'all vibrate different. I done had conversations with some of y'all. Y'all vibrate different. But like I said, this algorithm don't seem to give y'all my content because y'all in alignment with me. So they send my videos out into the algorithm of different people sometimes. So I'm talking to the people who have this mindset, the women who have this mindset. When it comes down to, man, you being in the comment section, getting aggravated. This is why a lot of women get aggravated when they see stuff like this. Because they feel like these women are messing it up for them. You know what I mean? That's why they call it a pick me. No. These women are always gonna thrive and survive with men because she shows compassion. She shows that if you in a jam, she gonna come get you out that jam. What dude wouldn't want a wife that? You feel what I'm saying? And these women, like I said, they're so indoctrinated by these love and hip hop ass women who getting on Instagram and flexing all these cars and all these things that these simp ass dudes are buying them. I don't call every dude a simp because they buy stuff for their woman counterpart. That's what you're supposed to do if you blessed to have that money. You feel what I'm saying? But I call the dudes simps who go do it for women who they haven't went through the struggle with, or they weren't able to test in a hard time to see, okay, would this woman have my back if I didn't have these items or I didn't have this money? You feel what I'm saying? I'm able to understand that these dudes probably don't have enough personality, so they have to lead with something that they have more of. And some people out here, they have more money than personality, and that's just facts. You feel what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it, I don't sit back and judge them dudes, or I don't make videos and say, y'all need to stop simping, man. These pick me ass dudes. You know what I'm saying? I don't care because I know I live in a different frequency. I don't attract those type of women who want these type of things. You know what I'm saying? And I'm able to see that this shit only resides online. And you do have women in the real life who do move off this frequency. You feel what I'm saying? And people are so weird because these women, and I'm talking about the dudes too, these women, like I said before many times, they online watching what a man should do and what he shouldn't do from women who are scorned and been battered. You feel what I'm saying? These women don't realize that, man. They don't realize that the women they taking advice from are women who really do not like men. So you being a woman who really like men, listen to a woman who don't like men, You thinking because she got so many fucking followers and she getting 50,000 views every fucking video she posts, you thinking that, okay, it must be some truth that's ringing out her mouth. No. Just like these dudes watching these dudes with these alpha content. Y'all watching these dudes who probably was lame in high school and wanted, because I was lame in high school too, but I wanted to be lame. I didn't want to be popular. But y'all watching these dudes that was lame in high school who wanted popularity, who wanted this type of chick, and they probably turned them down, or they probably just got been turned down so many times in their life. They get online and now they gain an audience and a following. They feel important, so they feel like it's cool to down talk women. And these dudes who really like women, listening to this dude like, oh, he getting followers and he getting. They looking at the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes down, I'm gonna end it right here. When it comes down to people being whole, people don't know what it looks like. So the average woman is gonna think that a woman who's going to get her nails done every week, getting her hair done, going on vacations and stuff like that, they're gonna think that woman loves herself. That's only half of the battle, man. People gotta understand, when you find a true woman and she's out here spoiling herself physically, that's cool. That don't mean she's healed. But when you find a woman who's spoiling herself physically and spiritually, not only is she buying things she like, she's putting healthy foods in her body. She's doing yoga, meditation. She's actually doing shadow work and taking accountability, because she had to take accountability to even go through those changes of putting proper things in her body and changing habits. You feel what I'm saying? So when it's a woman like that that's aligned with herself, and she finds a dude that's aligned with himself, that's what she's gonna do. No woman who's truly aligned with herself, because you know why? Because she's gonna have too much love for herself. People gotta understand, once you truly love yourself, you're gonna truly love other people, especially your counterpart, your male counterpart. Of course, she's gonna pay for stuff. You feel what I'm saying? She loves him because she loves herself. Of course, he's gonna pay for her to go through school or do certain things because he loves himself and he chose to get with her, so he loves her. It's gonna be a unit. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all still listening to content from women who think when they have a child or a baby that child is theirs because they birthed it. No. You don't listen to women who don't have that unity mindset. Because a woman who has that unity mindset, she know that, okay, yes, I birthed this child, but it took this male's divine liquid to help impregnate me. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't talking about the woman who run off with the kids and the daddy trying to beat her. That's what people listen to these days. You know what I mean? Oh, this is my child. The woman who say this is my child is always a red flag to me. You feel what I'm saying? Unless they have a baby father who ain't trying to do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, I done seen women who have the father in their life trying to do something and they still say, my. She's not a woman. You can tell from her aura that she's not a woman who says my. That's why she has a ring. That's what people don't understand. It's okay if you don't want to get married, but don't bash women online who's happy they got married. That's the accomplishment for some women. Although it may not be an accomplishment for you, why is it bothering you? Because deep down, these same women want to be married, but they're not willing to compromise or take accountability. It's simple. There's no more need to keep on talking through this video. You know what I'm saying? That's why women get angry. That's why I tell these young ladies, understand, man, a lot of these women are bitter. It's not, some of them, it's not the fact that they hate men. They just been they've been through the ringers with some of these men. You feel what I'm saying? So they can't give a true, honest opinion on what they really want because they still in attitude mode. And it's some of them, they never like men. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, it's probably due to abuse as a child. You know what I'm saying? Childhood trauma, or a dude did something to them, so they taking it out on all men. And like I said, same for the dudes. A woman broke their heart, they taking it out on all women. You feel what I'm saying? They probably was married and gave everything. Then their wife broke up with them, took half. You feel what I'm saying? I understand it, but you gotta process that. You gotta know that when you speak, you may be a person who has influence, and you moving out of hurt. You talking online, and you're like I said, most of these content creators, they causing more division than the government. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, most of these women, they don't understand how this stuff was set up. I done said this plenty of times. Like I said, back in the days where they would try to give the women assistants if the male was out the house. That's what's going on nowadays right now. You feel what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these women are moving independently. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, and the music too. Even when it comes to the Beyonce, all the women independent, throw your all this shit. That was like a chant. Yeah, they wanted you to. Yeah, it's okay to be independent, but she married the whole fucking time, or she finna get married. I don't know when she got married to Beyonce. But like I said, these are things that were set up. Even Beyonce back in the day, man. Oh, they programmed these women. Cause I remember this song. I was very, very, very young when I heard this Beyonce song. It was like, "Ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of ballers and they pockets full grown." She was telling y'all to step out on y'all man then. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was all about money then. So people don't understand, they've been subconsciously programmed by the government assistance. You feel what I'm saying? Because they knew if they kicked the man out the house and if they assisted you and they became your sugar daddy, that you wouldn't want a male in the household. You feel what I'm saying? You be like, I can do bad out by myself. You know what I'm saying? Or I can do this if you ain't in the house. You know what I mean? But like I said, they tried it with my grandmother, but she didn't go for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Some women out here stood on business, and people say they want a traditional relationship, and some women don't even know that the grandmas was helping back in the day. You feel what I'm saying? My grandma was a nurse. She contributed. My granddaddy probably paid all the bills, but she, like, when he needed her, she was there. That's what those women don't understand. You don't have to give a man all your money, but if you're saving your money, he's buying everything. He's paying all the bills. Your money need to be there for a rainy day. Not when you get upset and y'all want to break up. Now you got all this money you just saved up. Now you dip on him. You feel what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a partnership. Just like any relationship, whether it's a friendship or anything, that person needs to see that you're going to be there like they've been there for you. And why is it a problem to these women? You feel what I'm saying? To certain women. Like I said, indoctrination. The government indoctrinated people first, then they came with this bullshit music and this love and hip hop. You feel what I'm saying? And you can't say nothing wrong about Beyonce and the ones who gave this fucked up ass narrative to these women. Like I said, I don't really blame a lot of these women because, like I said, it started in the household. A lot of these women, mothers told them to move like that because this how they move. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of women don't even know their mamas was hoes. So she giving you the narrative of a hoe, but she's not saying she was a hoe. You feel what I'm saying? When you was growing up, she didn't say what she had to do for money. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of women think that this all they gotta provide is their body. And that's all some of these simp ass males want, is a body. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all confusion. And like I said, this topic is a vast topic. I can keep on talking about, because there's different elements to this, but I just like to keep it short and simple, man. It's short and simple. Ladies, stop listening to these broken ass women. You feel what I'm saying? And if you're a broken ass woman, you need to listen to a healed woman who is all about unity. And if you are broken and you like, well, what's your solution? Go watch a woman called Riva TV, Rivah TV. She's very healed. You can tell. I watch her content almost on a daily. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I said I'm not a dude that's gonna bash women and all that, because I know it's some smart, intellectual women out here. You know what I'm saying? Being honest, I feel like, because I ain't really been to any places, but I feel like the best women are the southern women. You feel what I'm saying? Because like Memphis women, Mississippi, I feel like like I said, I haven't been to any places, like I said, but my identification with women, southern women, are the best to me. Because like I said, it's not too much going on where we from, so all we had was like kind of togetherness. You feel what I'm saying? You have those one who slip out the loop and they go to different like cities and they try to fit in with the crowd and like, oh, nigga gotta get me to a city, want to become a city girl and shit. But that's not in y'all nature, man. You know what I'm saying? All women, that's not in your nature to do that. You feel what I'm saying? That's a programming to divide. You feel what I'm saying? Divide and conquer. Because if the household is split up, why are y'all even together? You feel what I'm saying? They need the household to be split up so the children can be fucked up in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all adults and y'all having kids and y'all adults going through this, it's at this point where they know they already fucked y'all up. But y'all separation is gonna fuck what up? The child. Generation to generation of curses. You gotta break them. You feel what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with a woman paying for dates. I don't care who feels some type of way. And there's nothing wrong with males paying for dates. There's nothing what's wrong with know what I'm saying, cleaning up. Because women be like, we clean up the household, we do all that. I'm so used to doing that shit myself. Like, you gonna need more than your body. You know what I'm saying? It's so much stuff that we've got used to now. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares who wash the fucking dishes? You know what I mean? Because women will get mad at you about that, saying, well, it's your job to wash dishes. I don't give a fuck. I'm washing the dishes. I put them bitches in there. You know what I'm saying? If you want to wash them, you get to them before me. It's small stuff that people are arguing about online. You know what I'm saying? And it's causing them to miss out on great people because egos, accountability, and not wanting to share. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was raised off not sharing. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is, because it's so deep. I'm gonna make one more point, because it's a lot of kids who grew up probably in the same household that had all these 3 children got their own separate fathers. So what I'm saying? It's like when this child come home with food or toys, they parents ain't telling them to share. Some of them probably tell them, don't share your food, you know what I'm saying? So they already growing up not being able to share. You know what I'm saying? Being programmed not to share. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that started in the household to reason why some of these grown women think the way they think, and some of these grown men think the way they think. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes' fathers were simps, former simps. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause at the end of the day, man, it's always the men being taught how to treat a lady, but it's not really women taught how to treat a man. You feel what I'm saying? Because it ain't even gotta be financial. You see some of these women talking to these dudes like they ain't nothing. You know what I'm talking, like they dogs out on the street. They not taught to how to handle a man. You feel what I'm saying? They're not even taught to how to nurture, do none of that. We gotta get back to that balance. That's why I make these videos. Get back to that united balance, man. Y'all gotta get in y'all masculine energy, and women gotta get in their feminine energy. And how I do to get to their masculine energy, stop watching all this porn, stop depleting your fluid to not make rational decisions when it comes to choosing a spouse or choosing certain things in your life or choosing foods. You know what I'm saying? Stop the drinking all the time. That distorts your cognitive thinking, your cognitive abilities. It makes you more horny, aphrodisiac. You know what I'm saying? Stop eating all these foods that make you want to do this, that carry all these parasites. Because a lot of these people are not being controlled, and they're not in control of their mind like they think they are. That's how smart a lot of these entities are that get in your body. You think that you're making these decisions, but you're not. Because after you do it, you be like, damn, why did I do that? It wasn't your decision. You didn't make it. The entity that was driving your brain did that. Whether it was an influence from a spirit, from the wine and spirits that you get from the liquor store that made you do that, or it was the parasites. Clean your vessel out, man. We got to cleanse your aura so you can bring in that good energy. You will always be able to attract whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to end it like that, man. This video needs 1 million shares because it's facts. But it is what it is. I don't care, man. If 20 people hear this shit, it was meant for y'all to hear. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I gave my piece on it. Like I said, bring more unity back in these households, man. Women, I love you. You feel what I'm saying? Fellas, I love y'all too. You feel what I'm saying? And it needs to go like this. Women and males come together because they have broken us up over the years. And if you can't see the psychological warfare, the spiritual warfare, then I guess you're just meant to be in that place in this lifetime. That's all I can say. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit the notification bell so y'all be notified when I post a video. Y'all be blessed on walking that smoke.